It's time to dust off your favourite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a band on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, PSG. Hello and welcome back to Relegation Regen Rebuild here with PSG. We sit in 4th position in the league. We are pretty much simulating most of the league while we're here, concentrating on the Europa, but we need to qualify for Champions League this season. So hopefully, the pickups that we brought through in the transfer window are going to help PSG sit in an attacking position. If we do get knocked out of the Europa League, well, we know that the boys are up for a big second half as they were last season, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a Champions League spot. But in today's episode, we're going to get through probably 3 games, all Europa League fixtures, and hopefully that reserves team who will play predominantly the league games will be able to keep us in, this top 4 standings. Let's jump into it. Player upgrade. Right, today's player upgrade is for the centre-back, the young centre-back in Diaby. Comes in from Racer Jake. He's got another upgrade. Well done. 15 thumbs up on this one. He's gone for number 35 with a normal fit kit, under-tucked shirt and undershirt. Some green gloves. Now, you asked for some orange Nike boots. There weren't any orange Nike boots available, but I did find these Puma ones, which look quite menacing. So hopefully you're happy with those. If not, we can change them. High socks and some white ankle tape. A little bit of trivia there for you to read through. But he is ready to go. And, up and coming, probably not going to feature too much for us this season, but potential to be special. If this career mode kicks on for a few more seasons, he definitely could be in contention for at least a 2 spot, if not first team. Let's get into this episode. Right, we've got a bit of time before the Europa games, so the first team rolls out here in the league, away from home against Stade de Reims, and they get themselves a 2-1 victory, Cisse with 2 goals. Right, we've got a few training scenarios in, so let's put them into the system. Kamizi Sufu Reacts wants Debogo trained on anything because he is important, fair enough. We've got some training here for Branco, Barbier on long shots, and Kamara on passing. And that was it, so I'm going to add David to the training, get him up and about in the 2s. Let's get that simulating, and there we go. David straight into the action and moving up to a 76 almost. Reserves roll out here against Groningen at home. And they get us a 2-0 victory, the defenders getting a few goals. Time for round 3 of the Europa League. The first team were rested and ready for this game. I can't believe Arnaise is up to a 90. I'm not even sure we had a 90 rated player in the Oldham series. But he is absolutely on point at the moment, scoring goals for fun in this competition. Let's hope he can find some more today. If we get into a qualifying spot, we'll flip it over and play the first team in the league just to make sure those points keep ticking over. But let's get into this game and hope that these boys are up for the challenge. Away from home against Jet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, game 3 of our Europa group stage. We've been off to a banger with 2 wins, haven't conceded a goal, and a hat-trick for Arnaise as well from memory. Let's see how he goes here today, because he is in some special form. He's a special player, and hopefully he can carry us to glory. Let's get into it. There's Arnaise, straight through the gate, pulls the trigger, works the keeper, and an early corner here for PSG. Arnaise drives in, looks for big shot. Gets in! 1-0 PSG, and it's the big German finding the back of the net. Oh, a wonderful set piece. We need to find this man more often. When he gets it right, he bloody gets it right. He can be a little bit off target, but that one was set up beautifully for him to rise. Over 2, beats the keeper. 1-0 PSG. And a lovely finish from the big German, Schulte. Just dipped it. Beautiful finish. 1-0. Arnaise getting in tackles. Plays it forward for Pedro. There's Cassell. Amarel plays it back forward. Cassell makes the run. Oh, it's brilliant! 2-0 PSG. And Ghent have no fucking idea what's happening. Cassell punishing them. And Arnaise with some defensive efforts is all over them. Really getting invested in this game. Lovely 1-2. Amarel feeds it off, and Cassell, that is a lovely finish. 2-0 PSG. And we're right on our way. Oh, we are all over them. Cisse did well. Schulte, Barbier, Ribeiro. Plays it back inside. Barbier plays forward. Here is Amarel. Lays it off. Here's the skipper, Arnaise. Good save. Someone needs to get in there. No. Keeper does well. From Cassell. Cisse Arnays. Love a little bit of touch. Just holds up the play. Just sensing a little bit of a shift in aggression in the game. Barbier lays off. Arnays just decided to have a red hot crack. Amaral comes through, lays it off. Pedro! Jesus! 3-0 PSG. And that was just a battering ram kind of finish. Everyone just thundering their way through the defence. And it's Pedro Jesus with a goal now. 3-0 in the first half. Well, Amaral just got stuck in, fed it forward. He's got another assist. He's not really getting any shots away, but if he wants to be a link-up man, that's no problem with me. Lovely finish from Pedro. Not sure what this keeper is doing. Is he wearing his glasses? It's 3-0. Fail. Pedro. Arnays. Oh, what a ball. And here's Cassell. A little bit of a touch on. Lays it off. Arnays finds Amaral. Flicks it out the back for Cisse. Works the keeper. And PSG are on point. We get another chance here at a set piece. Driven up and high. Schulter! Good save. Another chance at a set piece for PSG. Schulter sitting a bit deeper this time. Hayes drives in. Schulter! Oh, that one's cleared out. Caesar! Pedro! Oh my days, they don't want us to score there. Ribeiro flicks on. He might get caught out here. Don't really have the pace to get back. It's really up to Rossi. And they get us on the counter. Well, no one flooding back there to help out. And somehow, with their first shot, they find a goal. Bit of a consolation there, you'd feel. We had 4 or 5 attempts at trying to score, but no one had enough. Why is Ribeiro, like, tailing off out to the right? I mean, run at the man. Fucking hack him down if you have to. Rossi came off his line, but not really in a position. Almost got a thumb on it. It was a good finish. 3-1. Well, there's the whistle. 3-1. Lays off. Pedro threads the Ivan Needle to find Cisse. He needs to cut back. Slips inside. Oh, good save. And Amaral couldn't get on the end. Good from Pedro. Cisse. Arnays flicks off. Pedro back to Cisse. Good football. Back to Pedro. Here comes PSG again. Pushing forward through Pedro Jesus. Can he get across into the box? He can. He finds Amaral. Oh, he's just hacked at it. And that is shocking. Oh, Arnays, he's just spreading balls everywhere. Here is Fail. What can he set up? Needs some help. Schulter. Barbier. Plays it forward. Finds Arnays. He finds an opening and it's a good save. Well, 3-1 up. They're going to make the change. Vieira out for Verstraete. We're going to make our 3 changes here. The usual wingers in Mock and Olsen check in. And of course, Camara in for Jesus in the midfield. And there it is, a 3-1 victory, another 3 points. A pretty uninspiring second half, to be fair. We just controlled the game. We get the job done. Another 3 points here in the Europa League. Well, 15 shots to 2. Completely outplayed them. Even had possession. And Amaral gets the man of the match with a 9.5. I'm pretty sure he got a couple of assists there. 2 assists, 1 to Arnays. And not a lot of work there to do for Rossi, just the 2 saves. But another 3 points. That takes us to 9 and we'll be top of our group. All right, the final scout report is back from France. We've got 4 players to bring in. Philippe Albert, 80 to 94, looks like a cam centre forward. Pierre Belcourt looks like a centre mid CDM at 6'6", 83 to 94 potential. Arnaud Gauthier, 76 to 94, centre mid left midfielder. And Ludwig Beaumont could be a striker, 6'4". Hopefully he is. Let's get them all into our academy. We are here in Argentina. We've got Geronimo Vera, Mateo Cortez, and Fabio Correa all coming into our academy. And we are here in Turkey with 1 player, Erçen Kaymak, 74 to 94. Welcome to the academy. It is time to send our scouts out again, so leave me some new countries down below. Bob Bobson would like us to go to Saudi Arabia for whatever area you feel needs work. So we end up butchering some more names. So we're going to go off to Saudi Arabia. Let's just go for any. I'm pretty happy with how the squad's looking. Racer Jake would like us to go to Portugal for any. Maybe we can find the new Luciano Arnos. Now, Luciano Arnos is the Scout Future Star from the Newport County series. In fact, he was Brazilian. But we're heading off to Portugal. And the final one comes in from Sylvester, who would like us to go to Denmark for the next bet. Now, we haven't been to Denmark for some time. I'm not even sure we've been to it in this series. So, off to Denmark for any. Right, let's see if the reserves can do the job here against Angers or Angers. No, they cannot. It's a 2-1 loss. It's the Coupe de la Liga, and the first team will roll out here. It's a midweek encounter. Oh no, Barbie has picked up a knock, but we get a victory, 2-1. Right, just a femur contusion, a 3-day injury for Barbier. That's fine. Right, the reserves are rolling out here in the league once again here against Saint Etienne, and they get a loss 2-1. Come on, lads. Right, we've got a youth squad monthly report. Olovsky 86 to 92, still looking good. Loic Bernard 85 to 91 at 68 overall, still in the academy. All right. Diagana 87 to 93. Gauthier 79 to 94, technically gifted left midfielder. Fabio Correa is a 72 to 92 central attacking midfielder. Sammy Davis 83 to 89. He's dropped away, so we are going to release him. Salomon Cortez 90 to 94 potential 6'5" goalkeeper, looking good. Gasurbe 85 to 94 centre back, only 5'10", but could be handy in the future. Bradley Brown 89 to 94. Man, we've got a stacked academy here. Felipe Albert is a centre forward, 6'3", 78 to 92 potential. Pierre Belcourt, a central defensive midfielder at 6'6" with 84 to 94 potential. And we have a striker in Ludwig Beaumont, 6'4", 60 overall, 75 to 94 potential. We've also got Geronimo Vera. He is down to a 90, so I'm going to release him straight out. And Nikolai is a right midfielder, 88 to 94 potential. We've got Mateo Cortez at 73 to 91 at 18. Not good enough for me. K-Mac, another CDM. I mean, we can probably clear out a few of these lads now. You can't really see them coming through. And that is it. That is it. A very high potential. I mean, Belcourt, I want to see how he is next month. He's 18. He'll probably want to call up. He's defensive-minded, not my favourite for a CDM. I prefer physically strong. We'll see how this squad develops. Right, it is time for Game 4 of the Europa League. And we've got Ghent again, but this time on our home deck. A 3-1 victory in the last game against them. Let's see if the boys are up for a bigger day. Fail up to an 86 now. This team is starting to grow into something special. Let's get into this game. And if we can win this one, that puts us to 12 points and probably qualifies us through to the knockouts. Maybe we'll play the reserves in the last couple of games. We'll see. Let's get into it. All right, if we can get a win here in game number 4, it will guarantee us a knockout spot. So let's get straight into it. Let's get down to business. And let's hope that we can get the job done and seal our position in the knockout rounds. Oh, that's a big challenge from Ribeiro. Went in early. He should have just gone for the ball, but he's gone for the man. He'll get himself an early yellow card. He'll need to be careful now, Fabio. But from Rodriguez. Here is Cisse. Needs to flick on. Amarel takes a touch. It doesn't matter. Goalkeeper, no chance. 1-0 PSG. And the Brazilian finds himself a goal. He's been quiet at number 9. There he is, attacking when required. 15 minutes gone, we've got the lead here, and we're looking to book our place in the knockout rounds of the Europa League this season. Good ball out. Amarel, well, probably could have been a bit more clinical, but he gets the finish, he gets the goal, and that's all that matters. Under the armpit of the goalkeeper, it's 1-0. Arnaise. Oh, that's a lovely ball. The man can pass, that's for sure. Gets one forward. Cisse will be offside. Unlucky. Arnaise. The passing of the lad. The ball to fail was brilliant. Oh, lovely from Rodriguez. Finds Arnaise. Push on forward. Flicks it on. Cisse. Plays it through. Amarel. Quick flick on. There is the skipper, Arnaise. Oh, he wasn't going to finish. He wasn't going to miss. Oh, it's lovely football. Look at this. Cisse, Amarel with a lovely back heel. And Arnaise smashes it home. Scoring goals for fun. PSG. And it's football that you love to watch. 2-0. Oh, that's beautiful. Cisse flicks one on for Arnaise. The skipper pushes. Drive to the corner. They'll look inside. Amarel, what are you doing? Take control, son. Well, there's the half-time whistle. 2-0 to PSG. Lays it off. Pedro out wide. Cisse makes the run. They'll look inside for Amarel. Picked out. Cisse lays it off. Here is Barbier. Ooh. Right, let's make our changes. The wingers check out. Mock and Olsen in. And Jesus for camera. Oh, good save from Rossi. Oh, gets in there. Oh, Vieira finds himself a goal. Just pushed off the defender with enough strength. Well, just needed to go for a full clearance there. The two new selections in Rodriguez and Fao were dicking around with it a little. Just see here. Well, good save from Rossi, but what are you doing, Rodriguez? You've got to hunt that ball if it's in your box, mate. Just pushed out. Simple finish, 2-1. The outlet ball from Rivero. Arnaise, camera. Back out wide. Arnaise has kept running. We'll chip forward. Amaral works the keeper and we'll get a corner. We've been pretty quiet here in the second half. Arnaise drives inside. Rivero trying to get involved. Rodriguez. Schulter. Camera. Arnaise! Oh, he can't be stopped. He's a 90-minute master. 3-1 PSG. And it's the skipper securing us a spot in the knockouts. How did he even get that shot away? Look at this. Just threads the eye of a needle and puts it in the back of the net. And makes it 3-1 on the day. Barely had time to think about it. Oh my days. Gets in off the sidebar. Thanks very much for coming, gent. You are done and dusted. And there it is. We secure a spot in the knockout rounds. 12 points on the board. Well, that was a bit more of a competitive game. 10 shots to 7. 13 big tackles. And Arnaise is a man of the match with a 9.3. Right, we are away here against Olympique Lyon. I'm going to send the first team out. Not quite fully fit, but probably enough to get us the job done. A 0-0 draw. Right, first team rolls out here against Olympique Marseille in the League for a 3-1 victory. Pedro's picked up a knock. Right, he's torn his calf muscle and he'll be missing for 6 weeks. So that opens up some opportunities for Camara and Tigmaui probably coming in off the bench now. Time for the final game of the episode. It is the 5th round of the Europa League. We're going to send the reserves out here. We'll get to see some of these players in action. Dama has been given the captain's armband. Debogo up top, a few of the other, we've got Polomat on the bench, the French striker we can maybe have a look at in this game. But let's jump into it. We haven't lost a game in the Europa League. Let's hope the reserves can get the job done for us today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's game 5. The reserves getting a run out here as we're already through to the knockout rounds. And a good chance to see some of these up-and-coming players and some old stalemates that have been around the club for some time. Maybe some of them will knock on the door for first-team football. Maui, definitely one of the players that we want to keep an eye on coming through the midfield. And hopefully he can grow into something. He has the potential to be special. We're just waiting to see that in action. Good from Branco. Finds David. He sets something up here. Looking sprightly. Taken out. Oh, Bellajou. Well, he's got pace, that's for sure. Finds Debogo. Debogo will push on. Lays it off for Mock. PC Mock. What can he set up here? We'll have to cut back inside. Does well. Finds David. He is onside. Here's Tigmaui. Oh, poor touch. Still more work to do on the training ground for Tigmaui. Wants to take the game on. Emiliano. Tigmaui. Here's David. Takes it on David. He'll pull the trigger. Good save. It's taken us a while to get forward, but a good strike from David. Here's Mock. Slips one through. David out wide. Olsen makes the run. Cuts back inside. Pulls the trigger and has missed. But, not as many chances here. The first half ends at 0-0. Right, 61 minutes gone. We're going to make one change here. Olsen starting to run out of legs, so Schmitty will check in on the left-hand side. And just one change for now. Tigmaui fires it off, fresh legs, Schmitz. Cuts back inside nicely, lays it off, and he's found David, and there's a goal! 1-0 PSG. Well, the substitution has come, and it's making the difference. Some fresh legs from Schmitz, a good run from David. And that's 1-0 PSG. We've fought our way through it, but a lovely little pass off there from Schmitty. Finds David in the box. And cool as you like with the finish. Shit goalkeeping. 1-0 to PSG. Gone out the back door here. Branco plays it inside. Oh, DeBogo. Right, couple of changes coming up. DeBogo's being checked out. Alexandre Polomat will check in up front, and Lastovit's done his job. He checks out for the Australian George Clark. 20 minutes to go. Plays it off. Mock. Back to Clark. Somehow comes through. Oh, he's hit the sidebar. There is Polomat. Flicks on. Clark, the Australian. Oh, it's taken a finger. We'll get ourselves a corner here. We'll be Mock to deliver this one in. Drives it up, drives it high. Oh, it's softer crossbar. And plays it forward, and he'll find Clark. Oh, picked off. Somehow it comes through. Oh, Siva. Hello. 2-0 PSG. Oh, dominating the Europa League. That's a lovely finish from the Korean. 82 minutes gone. Another sort of bull in a china shop kind of goal. Just pushing forward with momentum. Polomat did well. Clark threw a leg at it. Somehow it bubbled, and there was Mott to get the finish. 2-0. Milano. Schmitty plays it through. Here's Clark. Oh, it's brilliant. The Australian fires home, and it's 3-0 to PSG. What a strike from Clark. Gets in. Checks in. He's got himself a goal here in the Europa League. That's another 3-0 here for PSG. Schmidt's just laid it off. Oh, he'd love the control. And Clark with a lovely finish. 3-0 PSG. Gets in. 3-0. Just go into relax mode. Boundary will just bomb this one long. And there's the whistle. Another victory. Undefeated in the Europa League. Well, a wonderful performance again. 15 shots to 4. And, well, Max Schmitz checks in and gets himself a 9.3 with 2 assists. Well done, Schmitty. Right, we're away here against Nice for a 1-0 victory. Olsen checking in for the goal. Well, it's a midweek encounter, so PSG will take on Bordeaux. It's a 2-0 victory for the reserves. And unfortunately, we get a training injury. Dama has broken his tailbone. He'll be missing for 4 months. First team rolls out here against Toulouse for a 3-0 victory. Tugmaui checks in and gets red carded. Well done, mate. Right, time for today's player upgrade. It will be Cesar Rodriguez, the new centre-back we picked up in the transfer window, the Uruguayan. If you want to make any changes to his number or kit, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll get him upgraded in a future episode. Good luck. Right, we are into December, of course, so we'll do a quick squad update as we'll probably hit the transfer window in the next episode. Rossi 88 up 1, Boundary 83 up 2, Mikolas out on loan 67, Soros is 70 up 1. Well, it might be his time up at the club. We'll have to wait and see. Branco 79 up 1. Foul 86 up 2. Rodriguez 84 up 1. Dama's out injured 78 up 1. Cesar Valente 75 up 1. Oscar Allen 78 up 1. Diaby's a 71 up 2. Asen 69 up 2. Schulter is an 80 up 2. Ribeiro 82 up 2. Bellajou 76 up 1. Galliano 81 up 2. Jacobs is a 68 up 2. Michael 74 up 2. Barbier 82 up 2. We've got a lot of really good central defensive midfielders here. Moxon 81 up 3. Tugmaui 74 up 2. Currently got a ban. Lowell 67 up 3. Jesus 82 up 1 back in 3 weeks. Camera 78 up 1. Cisse's up to an 88. He's up 1. And the McDonald 73 up 2. He's unhappy not getting any game time. David 77 up 5. George Clark's a 73 up 2. Arna's a 90 up 1. DeBogo's an 81 up 4. Telvella 73 up 3. Polomat 78 up 3. Amaral 82 up 1. Olsen's an 81 up 2. Cassell an 84 up 2. And Schmitty is a 75 up 2. A solid squad. Not sure whether I want to sell any players, but a lot of these are potential to be special, like Telvella. I mean, he's not getting any game time. I mean, what do we do with this kind of lad? If you loan him out, he might lose that potential. But he's starting to come to me and say, look, I want some game time. Same as with George Clark and the likes. So these guys that are unhappy, they want game time and they're not getting it. So do we look at loaning them out and hope that their potential isn't ruined? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens come January. Even Boundary wants more game time. Good looking squad though, that's for sure. Right, with one game to go in the Europa League, let's have a quick look at the teams that will possibly be going through. PSG Young Boys are going through for sure. Sevilla will find it out, but you'd assume they're going through. Group B, Benfica and Crystal Palace are going through. Group C, Montpellier and Schalke are through. In Group D, Fiorentina and Arsenal on the cusp, but you assume that they'd get over one of those other two teams unless they're playing Fiorentina. Group E, Stuttgart through. And a fight there for the second spot. Group F, it's Hoffenheim, Inter Milan through. Group G, Villarreal, Anderlecht probably will go through. We are smashing in Group H, that's for sure. But even though we've given them a 2 towelings, look like they might get the biscuits. We're playing Olympiacos in the final game. Porto through and Dynamo Zagreb looks like they're through. Lille definitely through, and Braga possibly. Genk through, and Real Sociedad, Lucerne, and it looks like Lazio might get over the rest of those lads. But an interesting group there, Group L. Now in the league, we sit in second, just behind Lille, 1 point. I mean, on simulation, that is decent. We've only lost the 2 games. Some played by the 2, some played by the 1s, but in a real striking position here to push for Champions League football. That's where we leave it today. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. This video is powered by Neurotech and their product Clarity. Now you can jump over to their website now, use the discount code DK10 for 10% off your next purchase. And I highly recommend this product. I use it every single day. It increases your energy, your focus, while reducing fatigue and stress. If you want to know how I get out all these videos and keep that work going, this is the product for you. So go and check it out. All the information that you need is on at that website. If you feel like making a purchase, chuck it in at that discount code for 10% off. Now, if you are looking for more fresh content to check out, you can click one of these 2 videos. If you feel like subscribing, well, there's a button right there. Make sure you put on that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time.